Chapter 6 talks about how to create better finances. It warns against co-signing for someone's debt, trapping yourself in agreements that you can't get yourself out of. It talks about laziness and working diligently. It tells us to look at how the ants work. They don't have anyone ruling over them. They know when to gather, they know when to save, they know when to use. They understand the seasons and the best times to work. They are diligent. There's 6 things that the Lord hates. 7 that are abomination to him: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief, a false witness that spreadeth lies, he that soweth discord among brethren. When you hear that the Lord hates something, that's something that you want to focus on. The word stands on its own. Again, it emphasizes that obeying parental godly instruction acts as a guide and a light. Having our Father to instruct us is guiding us, giving us wisdom, understanding. You don't have an earthly father in the home, there's a lot of instruction that you miss. And even though women do a wonderful job of raising their children, of course, there is an essence with the father there that children respect differently than they do women. What a father does is he grounds the home. He covers the house. I remember the times when being young and my dad being in the house, he, of course, all the things he did to fix up and clean up and keep us safe and protect us. The times that he could just be in the house watching TV, just his presence alone, I felt safe. I couldn't really explain it then as a young kid. Just knowing, he didn't have to say a word, just knowing that he was there, it was a comfort to me, knowing that if anything were to happen, that he was there to protect us. And that's what our Heavenly Father does for us. He covers us, he keeps us, protects us, he guides us as a hedge of protection around us. Another example, remembering when my teenage years, and I ran up against these women who were conning me out of my money and things like that. It was such an elaborate con game that they did. They brought me to my house. I guess I was supposed to go inside and get money or whatever the case may be. My dad was home. I came in the house and I said, would you give me money if I didn't tell you what it was for? I was trying to get over, or I was trying to be a slick. He was like, no, I'm not giving you money and not just sight unseen and not asking questions. No, I'm not doing that. I collected what I could collect. I'm grateful that my dad was home at the time, because had he not been home, it could have gone a totally different way. My life was spared that day because my dad was home. To your heeding to the Father's direction, the Father's instruction. Proverbs 6 is a call to moral integrity, urging individuals to avoid folly, laziness, and wicked behaviors that lead to ruin. When we are in alignment with the will of God, he guides us to where we need to be and keeps a hedge of protection around us. Sometimes when we are in our folly, we think it feels like oppression. I remember those days that protection felt like oppression. As I got older and more wise, I recognized that what he was doing was keeping me from the wickedness, keeping me from the things that were going on in the world that I could not handle. That it looked in my eyes were twinkling because it looked like fun. The end thereof would have been destruction had I not had the right covering, the right people around me. Chapter 6 for yourself. It is, even if you didn't have a earthly father at home, he provides the word for us to cover us and keep us. We are on a Proverbs train for the month of March for Women's History Month, because as women, we need to stay grounded, keep our crown on, and just be reassured of our promises, to understand that as women carry the wisdom. When we walk in wisdom, He gives us the ability to discern what's best and keep our soul protected. Chapter 6 of Proverbs reminds me so much of why I do this work with the Body Flow and Fleet Fit, and supporting women on their journey to being liberated and feeling limitless. Be easy, enjoy, and have an